Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog, fine people of the world. So today I am hopping back on the bike. So if you remember the last video, which was this. Okay, so I am going to go with this right here. If you don't see it, I'm sorry, but you'll see it here shortly as soon as I get this thing laid up. But first I gotta tear it all back apart, get everything lined up, make sure everything looks even. That, my friend, is the beautiful structure that I am gonna go with. Now, however, it doesn't look like that as of right now. So when I first did it, I was just throwing some stuff together just to see how it was gonna look. Nothing was symmetrical, nothing was supported to be able to fiberglass this thing. So now, since I got my shape and how I wanna do it, we're gonna go ahead and get it structurally sound. We're gonna get it all measured out properly so everything is even. And also, I'm gonna add some speakers to this thing. I know, I'm adding to it, but I got a little sweet spot for some speakers. I wanna have some sound on the bike, so we're gonna add about 6 to 8 speakers on this thing somewhere. But yeah, this thing's gonna be fully custom. If you haven't noticed already, it's kind of like my wall that I haven't finished. It's completely custom right now. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification so you don't miss any videos. So while I'm waiting on my hot glue gun to warm up, I want to trim this off to make it just a straight line instead of how I have it tapered here. I don't want that no more, I just want a straight line. I think it's gonna give it a different look. I think that looks a lot better with having it straight now instead of having it, that little curve I had going on. So hopefully that didn't change it up too much, but I think it's still good to go. So now the hot glue gun is ready, so now we can get this structure put in place so we can start to do our fiberglass. Okay, so I finally got it down to the way that I want it. I did a lot of it off camera because it's been so hard trying to do it, and I wanted to make sure that it was right, so I just wanted to have total concentration. I know you understand. So here it is. This is what the front's gonna look like. This is with the tape on it. I gotta take this tape off because I have my Felice and we are finally about to start laying this thing up. So I have my vents here on both sides. They're all even. As you can see, this thing is nice and tight right here. So what we're gonna do is start putting down this Felice and putting it over our project. However, I'm just gonna do that part first. This is gonna be a 2-part system because I gotta add this. But see, I had nowhere for this to go because it kept falling down in here and I didn't wanna make no bracketry in there. So this is gonna be the second part that I add to it. Oh my gosh, it is coming together like a plan. I love this. I love how mental it looks. I haven't finished this side yet, but the one problem is how do you, when you're trying to figure out your fabric of what way it wants to fold, what way it wants to go, it's just kind of difficult because you can do it like many different ways, like that, or I could do it like pull it back like that, but and then I got all this material right here. So I'm gonna be playing around with it, trying to get it the way how I want it to be, but nevertheless, this thing is looking amazing. I think I'm gonna take that part off. I think I got it too tight on the sides. I don't wanna insinuate the sides. So this is my vent right here in the front. So I want to just leave the top on. And this glue is very strong. I'm using the Gorilla Glue. I know you probably want to know what I'm using. So I'm using this heavy duty Gorilla Glue. Oh yeah, I got my gauge cluster in because I don't know if I told y'all, or for those of you that knew, this is was a crash bike that I bought for $500, so it didn't have a gauge cluster, nor headlights, and headlight bracket. And yeah, that's my, that's supposed to be my chicken that I hand painted at a paint night. I don't know, don't look too good. And I got other parts here. This is my fiance's chicken. Hers looks more like a chicken, not like mine. Anyway, let me just go ahead and get this side mounted down, and then we can start with the next process. Will be putting the ears back on. I call them ears, but they're not ears. I don't know what you call them. But the reason why I didn't put them on before is because there was a big void here, and I didn't want to have any kind of support or anything coming through there to mess it up. So now I'll be able to place it on the fabric and put them up like that. And just like that, look at this thing. So I did do this off camera. I had to take my time and figure out how to get this thing looking right. So I actually had my assistant, my fiance, came in and she helped me come up with, she did this. She placed these where it should be at. And she also suggested that I cut that out, which gave it a much more of a dragon look. Man, look at that thing. It is looking mean. Did cut these out. Just gotta add the grills, cut that out more to make it functional. Oh wow, I am impressed at the way how this looks. It looks just like a dragon. Even with doing this right here, she came up with this idea of swooshing this down to give it a little more of a dragon theme. So we're gonna run with that theme all the way down the side too as well. So now I just need to go ahead and lay these up right here so I can be able to then put on the resin so this thing can get hard, and add my fiberglass after that. All right, so this is the exciting part. Well, first I need to put my mask together because last time, boy, I almost died. So I want to be protected this time and protect my lungs. I'm gonna be put on this respirator. But let me show you. Hold on. So what we're gonna do on this, I'm just gonna straight just put, so what we're gonna do on this, I'm just gonna put resin on it. Just because I got these curves right here, and I fear that these will move too much once the resin get on, and I don't wanna lose this shape. So that's why I'm just gonna do just straight resin, and then after that dries, we're gonna come back, sand it, and we're gonna put 2 layers of fiberglass mat. Man, what the disappointment. I got all the way here, I was all smiles, and then all of a sudden, this glue that I was using, don't use this, it gave away, and literally all of my lines were not in, like this pocket was not pushed in anymore. All of this came loose on there. I don't know, it's just frustrating to say the least. So tomorrow I just have to come back and just redo what I just took off. I gotta show you the good, and I also gotta show you the bad.